Okay. It's like all of us have forgotten. Okay, take down the answer. Convert this to an improper fraction. 16 into 10, 160 plus 9, 169 by 16 meters squared. Okay, so area is equal to how do you find the side? Square root of area. Okay, side is equal to square root of area. You can write that formula first. Side is equal to square root of area. So that is square root of 169 by 16. The square root of 169 is 13 and the square root of 16 is 4. So 13 by 4. Write this as a mixed fraction. So 4 3s are 12, 1 by 4 meters. So when area of a square hole is given, how do you find the side? Side is equal to square root of area. Okay, so the area given is a mixed fraction. So you will have to convert that to an improper fraction. So then square root of 169 by 16, the square root of the numerator 169 is 13. And the square root of the denominator 16 is 4. So 13 by 4. And convert that to a mixed fraction, which is 3 1 by 4 meters. All right. Done, children? Online children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So the triangle is right angled at Q, right? So this is Q. This is Q. Because angle Q is 90 degrees. So this is Q. You can mark P and R. See, you can, if you mark P here, you can mark R here. Or if you mark this as P, you can mark this as R. But Q is equal to 90 degrees. Now mark the other details. PQ is 15 and QR is 8. So how do we find PR? In right triangle PQR by Pythagoras theorem. I'll just write PT by Pythagoras theorem. Which is the hypotenuse here, children?
Yeah.
PR. The side opposite of the right angle is the hypotenuse. The side which is opposite to the right angle is the hypotenuse. So PR square is equal to
PQ square plus
QR square. Yeah. So how do you remember? The square on the hypotenuse, you must write that separately, is equal to the other two sides, you must square and add them. Write the square on the hypotenuse separately on one side. On the other side, square the other two sides and add them. So this is the result by Pythagoras theorem. So now what is PQ? 15. So 15 squared plus what is QR? 8. 8 squared. What is 15 squared? 225. And 8 squared? 64. What is 225 plus 64? 289. So PR squared is equal to 289. So what is PR? The square root of 289. So PR is equal to, find the square root of 289.
PR is equal to 17.
70. So how do we find the square root? You know the long division method? Yeah, 289. How do we do this? Group in twos from behind, no? Yeah, so 1 into 1, 1. The remainder is 1. And then the next pair should come down. 8, 9 comes down. Correct? And then you should multiply this by 2 to double the quotient. So you will get 2 here. That is this into 2. You will get 2 here. Now, whatever digit you place here, you must write the same thing here. So it will be 7 and 7. So it's 27 into 7. 7, 7, the 49, 9, 4 carried over. 7 to the 14 plus 4, 18, 189. All right. So PR is equal to 70 centimeters. I'll share a video if you've forgotten the long division, the square, the method to find the square root by long division method. I'll share a video. All right. Completed? How do we do this? Find the smallest square number, which is divisible by 2, 3, and 5. So the answer is in 2 steps. First, you should find the smallest number, which is the LCM. Then you should convert that to a square number. See, the question is find the smallest square number. You first find the smallest number, which is the LCM of the 3 numbers. You should find the smallest square number, which is divisible by 2, 3, and 5. Smallest and square number it should be. So first, let's find the smallest number. And the smallest number will be the LCM of 2, 3, and 5. Then we'll convert that smallest number to a square number. Okay. So let's first find the LCM of 2, 3, and 5. So 2, 3, 5, how do you find the LCM? 2, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, 1, 5, 5, 1, 1, 1. So LCM of 2, 3, 5 is equal to 2 into 3 into 5, which is 30. All right. So the required smallest square number is equal to, now actually you don't have to find the product of the LCM. You can just leave it like this. LCM of 2, 3 and 5 is 2 into 3 into 5. So the required smallest square number is, this is the LCM 2 into 3 into 5. Now there's only one 2. You need another 2 to make it 2 squared. So you should multiply by 2. There's only one 3. You need another 3 to make it 3 squared. Okay, so multiply by 3. And there's only one 5. You need another 5. So that it becomes 5 squared. The LCM is 2 into 3 into 5. All right. Now, if the number should be a square number, every prime factor should occur in pairs. We found the smallest number. Remember, the smallest number is the LCM. We found the LCM. So you should not only find the smallest number, that smallest number should also be a square number. If it should be a square number, every factor should occur in pairs. There should be 2 2s or 4 2s or 6 2s. Every prime factor should occur in pairs. So how many 2s are there? Only 1 2. No, but you need 2 square. So multiply by 2. Similarly, only 1 3. So into 3. Only 1 5. So into 5. So now this becomes what? 2 squared into 3 squared into 5 squared. Okay, now find this product. It will be 900. So 900 is the smallest. See, I'll tell you two answers. Two answers meaning I'll tell you two different things about this question. The smallest number is 30. 30 is the smallest number that is exactly divisible by 2, 3 and 5. The LCM is the smallest number that's exactly divisible by 2, 3 and 5. Okay, but they want the number to be a square number. So the smallest square number exactly divisible by 2, 3 and 5 is 900. 900 is a square number. Yes or no? 30 into 30 is 900. 900 is a square number. And that is the smallest square number divisible by 2, 3 and 4. So what are the two steps for this question? These words, smallest square number. First, we should find the smallest number, which is the LCM. After finding the LCM, you don't have to actually multiply and find the product. Okay, just write the, so then say required smallest square number is equal to, write these factors and check. If there's already 2 2s, leave it. See, supposing it was, the LCM was 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. Now this is already 2 square. Now this one is 3 square, but there is one 3. So you need to multiply by another 3. There's only one 5. You need another 5. Like that. So this will become 2 squared into 3 squared into 3 squared into 5 squared. Should multiply this and that will be the smallest square number. Yeah, give me a question papers. You get your question paper next, please. Okay.
Somebody was not typed with answer sheet and waiting from them.
Okay.
Okay.
Done, Srijit and Sahasra?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, very good. So when you multiply the two numbers, it's equal to the product. One number into the other number is equal to the product. What is one of the numbers? 15 by 7. Into the other number, let's say it's x, is equal to the product, minus 165 by 91. So x is equal to minus 165 by 91. Now this fraction 15 by 7 on the other side becomes its reciprocal into 7 by 15. Very good. Now simplify this and give the answer. Minus 7 by?
13.
Yeah. Only one paper so far. Huh? Hmm. Only one periodic test has happened in school so far. No. So 15 ones are 15, 11 times. 15 into 11. Because see, 15 into 10 is, it's very easy to guess because 15 tens are is 150. Add another 15, 165. So 15, 11 times. Or you can do in tables of 5 and then 3. You can do it like that also. 15 ones are 15 elevens are, and then 7 ones are 7, 13 times. 13 sevens are 91. So minus 11 by 13. Therefore, the other number is equal to minus 11 by 13. Any questions? Sahasra, Srijit?
No, no.
Ma'am. Okay. Okay. Next one. I want this answer in less than a minute.
You have to take the
Yeah, Sahasra, Srijit. The sum of the first 35 odd numbers is very easy. I'll tell you something. What is the sum of the first two odd numbers? The sum of the first two odd numbers. 4. What is 4? Oh, say something else about it, something special about it. Okay, what is the sum of the first three odd numbers? Okay, okay, let me write something. Okay, this is the sum of the first two odd numbers. This is the sum of the first three odd numbers. This is the sum of the first four odd numbers. This is the sum of the first five odd numbers. So what will be the sum of the first 35 odd numbers? No. The sum of the first two odd numbers is 4. First three, the sum of the first three odd numbers is 9. First four odd numbers is 16. First five odd numbers is 25. So what will be the, not a multiple of anything. So this is 1 squared. This is 2 squared. This is 3 squared. This is 4 squared. This is 5 squared. So the sum of the first five odd numbers is 5 squared. The sum of the first four odd numbers is 4 squared. The sum of the first three odd numbers is 3 squared. So the sum of the first 35 odd numbers will be 35 squared. 35 into 35. No. Yeah, correct. Children, so see this, observe this pattern and understand. When you add the first two odd numbers, you get 4, which is nothing but 2 squared. When you add the first three odd numbers, the sum is 9, which is 3 squared. When you add the first four odd numbers, the sum is 16, which is 4 squared. The question is, what is the sum of the first 35 odd numbers? So when you add when you find the sum of the first 39 odd numbers, the answer would be something which is 35 squared. So 35 squared is the answer for this, which is 1225. Correct, children? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, this answer also. I wanted like in, I wanted instantly. What's the answer? Without working, you can just say the answer. What's the answer? No, maybe you're right, but you're doubtful. Okay, so when you have square root of 2 into square root of 2, it is square root of 2 into 2. So from 2 to 1, 2 will come out. So the answer is 2. Yeah. Yeah, you said, but I said you were doubtful. So see here, square root of, say, 11 into square root of 11. Okay, is square root of 11 into 11. Now from 2 11s, 1 11 will come out of the square root. So the steps will be is equal to square root of 7141 into 7141. So from two equal, numbers, one number comes out of the square. So 7141. Oh, sorry. Finished? Taken this question? Yeah, work this and then I'll write the next question. But you complete this and then you can go to the next one. No, I can't say that. You have to try. Okay, finish the seventh one and try the eighth one, children. I'll just come back. Yeah, I'm back, children. What's the answer for the seventh one? Okay. Okay, what's the smallest number by which it should be divided? Okay, so 2, 2 2s are 4, 7s are 14, 4, 4. 2. Have you performed this division? No? Aditya? No. Then 2 1s are 2, 3s are 6, 7s are 14, 2. And again 2. Read from your book, Srijit. Help me continue, Srijit.
Ma'am, I done the wrong. Second step.
Anuma? What?
Ma'am, I done just wrong, ma'am. Second step.
Okay, now help me continue. No, do the division for me.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Aditya. 2 6 are 12, right? What's the remainder? 1. So 2, it's 17 now. 2 8s are 16. 1 is a remainder. 2 6 are 12. Yeah. Again 2. 2 3 times, 4 times, 3 times. So this you must know. It's divisible by 7. 343 is divisible by 7. How many times? 3. I'm sorry, 7. No.
49.
49. Then 7. 7 the 7 ones are. Okay. So 5 4 8 8 is equal to 2 cubed into 2 into 7 cubed, right? So here 2 cubed into 2 into 7 cubed. So to find the smallest number by which it should be divided, you must take away the factors that don't occur in triples. Remove all the factors that don't occur in triples. Okay. Yeah. So 2. So this one occurs in triples. This also occurs in triples. This one does not occur in triples. So take it away. So 2 is the smallest number by which 5488 is to be divided to make it a perfect cube. What's the answer if the question is find the smallest number by which it should be multiplied? Then what you should do is
2 into 8 is 10.
should multiply by no,
4.
4. Yeah, because to find the least number by which it should be multiplied, there is 1 2. You need 2 more 2's so that it becomes 2 cubed. So you should multiply by 4 because there is 1 2. You need 2 more 2's to make it 2 cubed. So it should be multiplied by 4. So the least number by which it should be multiplied is 4, divided is 2. Five four eight eight is to be divided by 2 to make it a perfect cube. It should be divided by 2 to make it a perfect cube. it should be multiplied by 4 to make it a perfect cube. Multiplied by 4 or divided by 2. All right. Done, children? Online children?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, what about the answer to this question? This, yes. Finish this one, Sahasra?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you time to work. Now listen to me. What is the area of the square hall? Area of the square hall.
Yes.
What is the area of the square hall? 15? 15 squared. Yeah. Area of the square hall is equal to side into side, which is 15 into 15, 225 meters square. Okay. Keep this. Okay. Now, what is the area of one square tile? One square tile. What's the area of one square tile? Side into side. The floor of the hall is square in shape. The floor of the hall. Now we are going to lay tiles, right, to cover the floor. The tile is also in the shape of a square. So we are finding the area of the square hall and the area of one square tile using the formula side into side. So what's the area of one square tile? Side into side. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. What's 1 by 2 into 1 by 2? 1 by 4 meters square. Now, number of tiles needed. Number of, no, see, it's very simple. See here. Now, supposing, I'll tell you like this. Supposing the floor area, okay, the floor area is say 1,000 meters square. Okay, just for example, it's 1,000 meters square. Now, the area of one tile, when you place one tile, when you place one tile, say it takes an area of say like 20 meters square. If you place one tile on the floor, if you place one tile, it covers an area of 20 meters square. Then how many tiles will you buy? Tell me. Okay, let me give you simpler number. 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's make it still simpler. When the numbers are smaller, it becomes easy to calculate. See, 1 minute. Now, supposing the area of the floor is 64 meters square. Okay. 64 meters square. When you place one tile, Okay, let me make it still simple. 60 meters square. Now, when you place one tile, say it takes an area of 2 meters square. Then how many tiles will you buy to cover the floor? 30, right? Because the total floor area is 60. The floor area is like before tiling. Okay, the floor is now rough. It's just a cement. Okay, so you have to lay tiles on the floor. The area of the floor is 60 meters square, for example. Now, when you place one tile on the floor, it covers an area of 2 meters square. Then how many tiles will you place? 2 meters square, So when you place one tile, 2 meters square. When you place the second tile, 4 meters square is covered. When you place the third tile, 6 meters square is covered. When you place the fourth tile, 8 meters square is covered. So how many tiles should you place on the floor to cover 60 meters square? 30. So how do you find the answer? 60 divided by 2, 30. If you place 32 meter square tiles on the floor, the entire floor will be covered with tiles. So what's the formula? Number of tiles. Number of tiles is equal to area of the floor, area of the square hall. Okay, area of the square hall divided by area of one square tile. So what's the area of the square hall? 225 meters square divided by the area of one square tile, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So 225 division becomes multiplication, reciprocal. So 225 into 4 is 900. So you need to buy 900 tiles. Okay. 900 tiles. Read the question ahead. The tiles are packed in boxes. Okay. Each box contains 100 tiles. ஒரு பாக்ஸ் வாங்கினா அதுக்குள்ள 100 tiles இருக்கும். How many boxes must be purchased to cover the floor completely? 9 boxes. One box has 100 tiles. You need 900. So 9 boxes. Right. Number of boxes needed. Number of boxes needed is equal to 900 by 100, which is equal to 9. Please write down the question and complete the answer. Yeah. Next slide. Done, children? So what's the question? The side of a square hall. The side of a square hall is 15 meters. So when we are given this information, we can find the area of the floor of the hall. Okay. The side of a square hall is given. So using this information, you can find the area of the floor of the hall, side into side. If square tiles of side half a meter, square tile, side half a meter, it's a square tile. So what's the area of the tile? Side into side, half into half, 1/4 meter square. Okay, have to be used to pave the floor, meaning to cover the floor. How many tiles would be needed? So what's the formula? Number of tiles is equal to area of the floor divided by area of one tile. See, whether it is a square hall or a rectangular hall, whatever is the shape, the formula to find the number of tiles is area of the floor divided by area of one tile. The floor can be a rectangular floor, it can be a square floor. The tile can be square, rectangle. So if it's a rectangle, how do you find the area? Length into breadth. That's all. Area of the floor divided by the area of one tile will be the number of tiles. Number of boxes, you understand, right? So we had to find how many tiles will be needed. And also these tiles are packed in boxes. Each box contains 100 tiles. How many boxes must be purchased to cover the floor completely? So that we understand, right? 900 by 100, which is 9 boxes. Next one. Yeah, so we'll have to find the square root of 5.21 by the long division method. So group the numbers in pairs after the decimal point in this direction and before the decimal point in this direction. Like, see, supposing the number is, say we have to find the square root of 13975.62371, like, okay, that's it. Now, how do you group these numbers? Okay, how do you group the digits? After the decimal point like this, 6237, 1 stands alone, no? So add a 0. And before the decimal point in this direction, 7539, 1 stands alone. Even if you add a 0 here, it's going to be 0, 1. It's just 1 only. 0, correct. You'll have to group the digits of the number in pairs. The direction is different. after the decimal point in this direction. 623710. Before the decimal point in this direction. 7539 and 1 stands alone. So here 2 1 makes a pair and 5 stands alone. 2 2s are 4. 1 is a remainder. Now 2 1 comes down, but that's after the decimal point. So place the decimal point. 2 1 is after the decimal point. So place the decimal point, bring 2 1 down. Double the quotient. 2 into 2, 4. Now whatever you add here, you must add the same thing here. Oh, this should 9, sorry. Sorry. It's 9 children, 9 children.
From 3.
9. It's 5.29. Okay. So it's 3. 3. 43 into 3. 43 into 3 is 129. Similarly, you'll have to find for 1.21. Yeah. 1 is 1, 0. Decimal point. 2 1 comes down. Double the quotient. 1 1. So 21 0. You'll have to find the product of.
23.
You'll have to find 5.29 square root of 5.29 into 1.2. Yeah. So
Equal to 2.3 into 1.1, which is 2.5.
how much?
2.5.
2.3 into 1.1. 2.53. Correct. So for Aarti, I'll share the recordings where you can learn how to find the square root of a number. If you have any doubts, you can just watch them. Finished? See, if you know, you see, you can also do this. What is the square root of 529? It's 23. So the square root of 5.29 will be, now after the decimal point, 2 digits. So in the square root, after the decimal point, there should be only 1 digit. So 2.3. If the perfect square number has 2 decimal places, its square root will have only 1 decimal place. It will have only half the number of decimal places. Like, okay, let's take this. 0. What will be the square root of this number? Now, when it is 529, it is 23. Okay, it's 23. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
0.0.
So 4 means after the decimal point, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's already 2, 3. So 2 zeros should have, and then the 0. So 0.0023 is the square root of this number. Okay. Okay, so like we know what is the square root of 144? 12. Okay, so square root of 144 is 12. So supposing you have 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 144 I said. Huh? Okay, and you have to find the square root of this number. is equal to so how many digits are there after the decimal point? Okay. So how many digits are there after the decimal point? 16. So if the number has 16 decimal places, its square root will have half the number of decimal places. So 8. So it'll be 0 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But what's the square root of 144? 12. The remaining places should be filled with zeros. Huh? Correct. In the same way, I was saying like square root of 5.29. Okay. If supposing, see, this is mostly a MCQ question, like MCQ or 1 mark question. This is the square root of 529 is 23. When I did this chapter, I told you should memorize the squares of all the natural numbers till 50. I think I told you. So that will be very helpful. If you memorize the squares of all the natural numbers till 50, you can even go till 100. It's useful. So 23 into 23 is 529. You'll already know it. 529. 23 into 23. Now, here after the decimal point, 2 digits. So here after the decimal point, 1 digit. So 2.3. Similarly, square root of, are you both there, Srijit and Sahasra? Raise your hand. Okay, good, good. Thank you. Yeah. Similarly, 1.21. Okay, so we know the square root of 121 is 11. Now here after the decimal point, 2 digits. So after the decimal point, 1 digit. That's all. And the question is to find the product. What is square root of 5.29 into square root of 1.21? So that is 2.3 into 1.1. You can also do it like this. Like this you can do. Just 2.53. Just take down this. Please take down this also. You completed this, all of you? Yeah, now take down this. You can just put an or. Or. Okay. Okay. Not a pencil shading class. I want some response from the online students. Both of you are so quiet. minus 3. Power minus, let me write it below neatly. Power minus 3. Find the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 4. Okay, here the power is minus 3. I think you cannot read that, right? Oh, I changed the question. Sorry, this is not the question. Sorry, wasting time. Sorry. Yeah, first let's expand using exponents. What's the answer? 3 into 3 into 10 to the power 4. 3. Correct. Very good. 3 into 10 to the power 3 plus 2 plus 2 into 10 to the power 1 plus 0 plus, very good, plus 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 plus 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 plus 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. Very good, Aditya. Good. The place values. This one is 10 to the power 0. This is 10 to the power 1. This one is 10 to the power 2. This one is 10 to the power 3. This one is 10 to the power minus 1. Then minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay, the next one, find the multiplicative inverse. What's the answer? That one simplifies to 7 by 8, is it? What's the multiplicative inverse? Okay, So when you simplify this, what do we get? What is 1 by 4 to the power minus 2? Reciprocal of the base. Reciprocal of the base, negative of the power. Minus reciprocal of the base, negative of the power. Divided by reciprocal of the base, negative of the power. Okay. So now 4 squared is 16 minus 9 divided by 2 cubed is 8. So 16 minus 9, 7. So 7 by 8. This is 7 by 8. I'll just continue here. This is equal to 7 by 8. But the question is not to simplify this expression. The question is to write the multiplicative inverse of this. 8 by 7 is the answer. Therefore, the multiplicative inverse, I'll just write MI is 8 by 7. On simplifying, we get 7 by 8. That is the simplified answer. But the multiplicative inverse of the expression is 8 by 7. Remember, children, reciprocal of the base, negative of the power, to write the equivalence. Yeah. Srijat and Sahasra, have you learned comparing quantities in school?
No, ma'am.
No. Yes. No. Okay. So what will be the cube root of 0.729? What's the cube root of 729? 9. Now when it's cube root, if the cube number has, okay, the number of decimal places in the cube root will be equal to 1/3. Okay, here 1/3. 1/3 of the number of decimal places in the cube number. Okay, so put in simple words. If supposing in the cube number after the decimal point there are 12 digits, then in the cube root after the decimal point there will be 12/3, only 4 digits. Divide by 3. For square root you should divide by 2. Here by 3. Yeah, so here 1. So what's the answer? 0.9. The cube root of 729 is 9. So the cube root of 0.729 will be in the cube number 3 decimal places. So divide that by 3, 1. So in the cube root, 1 decimal place. So it will be 0.9. That is after the decimal point, only 1 digit should be there. That's 9. So do that procedure. I'm not doing it for you. And complete the answer. Find the values and then you'll have to add. What's the answer, Srijit?
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Yeah, help me with this. Help me with this division. 2 how many times?
Ma'am, I put 3, ma'am.
You've taken 3, is it? Okay, even I'll take 3. Okay. Should start
5.
with 2 always.
Okay. 576, ma'am.
576. Okay.
1 minute, ma'am. Then 3. Yeah, ma'am. 192, ma'am.
Very good. Then
Then ma'am, 3 and 64.
64. Okay. Okay. So after this, I'll complete. So 2 it will be 32 times, 2 16 times, 2 8 times, 2 4 times, 2 2 times, and 2 once. So what is 1728? Take the next slide. What is 1728? It is equal to 3 cubed, 2 cubed, and 2 cubed. It's 2 cubed into 2 cubed into 3 cubed. Now you should take, yeah. Okay, it's 2 cubed into 2 cubed into 3 cubed. Now to find the cube root, we should take cube root on both the sides. Take cube root on both the sides. Take cube root on both the sides. Or you can write this step again also. I think that's what I did earlier. Yeah, okay. You can just write this. First you write it like this. And then write the same step. Repeat this step. Okay. And take cube root on both the sides. Cube root on both the sides. So here from 3 twos, 1 2 out. From 3 twos, 1 2 out. From 3 threes, 1 3 out. So 3 6 are, 3 twos are 6, 6 twos are 12. Therefore, the cube root of 1.728 will be what?
1.1.
1.2 will be 1.2. 1.2. Now you'll have to add.
And when we add, we get 3.1.
So it is
2 plus
4 plus 0.9 plus. Add, tell me correctly.
is 2.6.
I knew we'll go wrong. I knew that.
6.1.
4 is 4.0, 0.9, and 1.2. So Sahasra, thank you. You're right. 6.1. Because see, you would have done this for 0.9, 1.2, right? Be careful. 4 is 4.0. It's 4. There is 4, and how can you get 2 point something as the answer? There's 4, no? Then how can you get 2 points? 4 is 4.0, and then 0.9, 1.2. Okay, so it's 6.1. All right. Give you a question. Work this and keep the answer ready by the next class. Okay. You've done this in the class. No, you joined late, like I've done it early. All right. Please take down this question. Keep the answer ready. We'll see in the next class, children. All right. Taken the question. Write down the question. Taken the question? Yeah, please. Taken the question, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, Sahasra. And children here, that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Sahasra, you may leave the call. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.